Tucker Carlson is actively telling his audience, again, the biggest audience in all of cable news, he is telling them to go out and harass people if you see them wearing a face mask out in public, outdoors. But even more than that, he is telling them to harass children and, in fact, call the police if you see a child wearing a mask outdoors. Here is Tucker Carlson in his own crazy words instructing his audience on what to do. Take a look.
So the next time you see someone in a mask on the sidewalk or on the bike path, do not hesitate. Ask politely but firmly, would you please take off your mask? Science shows there is no reason for you to be wearing it. Your mask is making me uncomfortable. We should do that, and we should keep doing it until wearing a mask outside is roughly as socially accepted as lighting a Marlboro in an elevator. It's repulsive. Don't do it around other people. That's the message we should send because it's true. As for forcing children to wear masks outside, that should be illegal. Your response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart. Call the police immediately. Contact Child Protective Services. Keep calling until someone arrives. What you're looking at is abuse. It's child abuse, and you are morally obligated to attempt to prevent it.
The CDC did come out on Tuesday and say that if you are fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask outdoors, even if you're around unvaccinated people, unless, of course, it's an exceptionally crowded area. And there's been lots of talk recently, obviously, about whether or not you need to wear a mask outdoors if you're away from individuals. But if you're in a crowded area, yes, they still say wear the mask. But nowhere in these new CDC guidelines that actually came out after Tucker Carlson's insane rant did they ever say harass individuals who choose to wear a mask. And they sure as hell never said call the police or Child Protective Services if you see a kid wearing a mask outside. That's crazy talk. And there is something wrong with Tucker Carlson. There is absolutely something wrong with Tucker Carlson. This man has let his newfound fame as a hate monger go to his head, and he has become absolutely unhinged, deranged. That's what we were just watching in that clip, by the way. That was an unwell individual that has the largest platform in all of cable news. Here's the thing. You want to wear a mask outside? Do it. It's absolutely your prerogative. Guess what? I still do. I'm fully vaccinated, have been for 2 months now. I'll still do it because I don't care. I'm not taking any chances. Not for me, obviously, but for everybody else, because I actually give a damn about other human beings. If you want to wear the mask, great, do it. Doesn't matter if there's nobody around you. If you feel like doing it, do it. Don't let anybody try to shame you into not doing it. That's ridiculous. We have seen too many Americans, hell, we've seen too many human beings across the globe die from this pandemic. So if you want to be a little extra safe, go for it. Nobody should fault any individual for doing that. But I can promise you, you call the cops on somebody's kids, yeah, guess who the cops are going to be pissed off at in that situation? It's not going to be the kids. And it's not going to be the parents who have their kids wearing masks. It's going to be you for making a phony 911 call, which, by the way, in a lot of areas would actually be illegal. You would get fined for that or possibly charged with a misdemeanor. But you know what? Actually, the more I think about it, I understand. I totally understand why Tucker Carlson would tell his audience to go and harass kids, children, because that's probably the IQ level of the average Tucker Carlson viewer. You know, you go out there and you pick a fight with a 7-year-old, yeah, they're probably mentally on the same level as the average viewer of Tucker Carlson. So I guess it makes a little bit of sense, right? This is insane. There's something deeply wrong with Tucker Carlson. Do not go out and harass children. Do not go out and harass people wearing masks. It should be the norm. Not just something we did because there was a pandemic. If you find that it helps with your allergies, to hell with what other people think, wear the mask. If you find that it helps prevent you from catching more colds and sinus infections and flus, wear the mask as much as you want. We shouldn't berate people for taking care of their health and the health of everyone around them. But that is a concept that is completely lost on conservatives like Tucker.